Welcome back, everyone, to GameZone Birdroom.
GameZone Birdroom.
Hello.
GameZone Birdroom.
What have I got for you today, guys? I've got a classic review. And which game have I picked? 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. What a game. Let's have a look.
18-wheeler.
Thank you for letting me know what the game is. Yes, 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. Released in the arcades in June 2000. And the game was created by AM2, legendary studio that created some of the best games of all time. Just to name a few: Daytona USA, the Virtual Fighter series, Outrun, Super Hang-On, Super Monaco Grand Prix. The list is endless. The studio is world famous. And now 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. Released in Europe in June of 2001. It was one of the last Dreamcast games to get a release, so it was really late into the Dreamcast life. But we're not here for the Dreamcast. This is the PlayStation 2 port. And this port of the game was released in Europe on November 2001. So just a few months after the Dreamcast version was released. As I said, this was one of the Dreamcast's last games before they went into being a third-party publisher. Which was cool because we still got to play these amazing games. Which seemed very weird at the time for these different systems. With being an arcade game, it's quite a simple premise, and that being getting your truck over the finish line with a full cargo. You can hit vehicles along the way, special vehicles that will give you extra time, and also your arch rival that you compete against, and you earn extra cash if you beat him. And this is the arch rival, the person who's just overtaken me. He's called Lizard Tail, and he's the #1 trucker of the US of A. And that was a really bad impression. So you get a time limit to complete the level, and they progressively get harder, and the stages get longer, which you would come to expect. What's the point of playing a game if it's easy? Or if you're rubbish like me, you make the first level look bloody hard. It's great rock music in the background. Graphics for the time was absolutely stunning, you know. It was quite a unique game as well when it was released. I mean, to play as a big truck, awesome. Also get mini games. You get a time limit of, I think it's about 30 seconds to park your truck, the park challenge, which I enjoyed these. And if you hit any of the objects around you, you lose time. Yeah, nice little fun mini game. Just breaks up from the main game basically, which is nice added little bonus, especially for an arcade game. One thing I have noticed about the PlayStation 2 version is you've got quite a lot of jagged lines. I mean, the PlayStation 2 was notorious for jagged lines. I mean, it's not so much pronounced on this game, but it's definitely there. Where the Dreamcast version was pretty much identical to the arcade, and the arcade was using the Naomi board, which is basically the same board as a Dreamcast with extra RAM. Also, after the first round, you get a choice of which trailer you like to pick. The first one is the easiest, so your truck is more manoeuvrable, but you get less money. And the second one is a heavier trailer, which is a lot harder to control, so it gives you that element of different handling, which again is quite unique. And your rival, in the words of Chris Jericho, is an ass clown. Forgot to mention, you get 4 characters to choose from and 4 trucks, each with their own different ability. Some handle better than others, some are quicker. As I've always said, it's always nice to have choices. What I've always loved about Sega games is their little touches they put into their games. I mean, there's no reason why this tornado has to be in this, but it's just shock value and the graphics, you know, the amount of debris that's spinning around, you know, just quality graphics. And I'm not going to make this in my... Oh, look! Right near the goal. Time is up. Loser. Sega did add a few extra little bonuses, like the parking challenge, but they fleshed out a bit more from the main game. So this is an idea what it looked like.
Try to park your truck in the garage. Ready? Go!
I think I forgot to say the main game has 4 levels. Anyways, the main game has got 4 levels in it for you to complete. I couldn't even complete the second, so shows you how bad I am at the game. Hopefully, oh, 6 seconds for that crash. I'm a bit better at this. So you also added 2-player, so you could have your friends over and compete against them. Used to always love the 2-player games. Just an extra added bonus in it to, you know, beat your friend, your brother, your dad, whoever. It's always nice to beat people in it. Yeah, that was a nice bit of parking, if I do say so myself. Like the main game, the parking challenge gets harder as the stages go on. They get really hard, where you have to actually like reverse the truck into the car parking slot. Really hard that is. Anyway, I cleared that. Cleared the first stage. Let's try the second. Now this is the level I struggle with. Amateur hour coming up. This bit I'm alright on. Well, near enough. That was alright, that was okay. Just a bit of time. Now this is the hard bit. Here we go. Watch how pathetic this is. Oh, look at that. Oh, time up. Useless. Absolutely useless.
Please select a truck.
And the last game mode we've got on here is score attack. So you basically have to score as many points as possible. Sorry, that was my parrot moving. It just picked up my remote and dropped it. Little git. Get to pick your truck and your trailer. Again, as I said earlier, whichever trailer you have can have its strengths and weaknesses. I like that train, so I've picked that. Stage 1 is just an oval. Earn as many points as possible while you go around the course 3 times in a limited amount of time. Destroy bonus cars to get bonus points. Obviously, the more you hit as well, you will lose money for your cargo. So that's also important. I'll do just one lap of this just to give you an idea. I mean, be fair to Sega, they did pack a few bonus games in this. Because I remember some of the arcade games they released on the Saturn, like Manx TT, fantastic game, but there wasn't much to it. You had the 2 tracks, the 2 mirror tracks, 2 players, and that was pretty much it. It was just a bog standard game, no extras. So I think Sega learnt their lessons and sort of filled it out a bit more. Which, you know, you want replay value in your games, you know, especially, I mean, what were PlayStation games when you bought them brand new, what, £40? You want to get some value out of that. You want to replay it. So fair play, Sega, well done. And back to the menu. Obviously you've got arcade, parking, score attack, verse, records and options. And your options is very basic, but it don't matter. Anyway, back to my boat race. Well, as you can tell from my performance, what a load of old shit I am at the game. Still great. That's what I love about the Model 3 and the Naomi arcade boards. I mean, the graphics are still so great on it, you know, it's sharp, colourful, bright. It still looks brilliant to this day. I mean, they were so far advanced, the arcade systems back in the day. It really did take until the PlayStation 2, the Dreamcast, Xbox and the GameCube to really catch up with the big boys. And yeah, the game still plays beautifully. Not by my performance though. You know, I really did do shit at the game, but I still enjoyed it. You know, Sega packed it with a few more extras to give you a bit more for your money. You know, a bit more replay value to it, which is always great because arcade games can be pretty much, you know, pick up and play for 10 minutes and, you know, you're done with it. But Sega did really try and pack it out with a few bonus, which is always nice. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the review, button bash that like, subscribe, take it easy.
GameZone Birdroom.